Yo, we here, we rockin'. See what I did there? We're here with Avatar.
Technically, one person is rocking.
It's already off to a great start. We're here with the Avatar: The Last Airbender one shot. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. Jordan, when you watch this, hello.
Hi, Jordan.
We miss you, Jordan.
We needed a firebender.
Yeah, it would have been great. It would have been fantastic. It's okay. It's all right. I am the firebender now. So
You're gonna burn down our hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Yep. So we're here. We're gonna play some Avatar: The Last Airbender, and obviously, the thing we need to do when we start an Avatar: The Last Airbender RPG is I need to do the opening, obviously. So we see a waterbender shoot water off. Water. We see an earthbender. Earth. We see a firebender. Fire. Air. See the whole intro bit, right? Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when these three fools found themselves in a random Earth Nation village. Only they can solve the mystery that is plaguing this village and stop the. I meant to actually write something out, but I didn't have enough time. Only they can stop the strange thief who is striking in the night in this poor Earth Nation village. Luckily, when the world needs them, they do not vanish and instead answer the call. I believe that these three can save this random Earth Nation town. Oh dear. Well,
This is gonna be silly.
this is gonna be great. I'm looking forward to this. So we obviously get that little opening, right? And then we see our intrepid pair of adventurers first. We see Seth's character and Alyssa's character. And they're walking down the road, doing their own, minding their own business, walking down the road towards this random Earth Nation village. What are you guys doing? What do you guys look like? What are you guys talking about? Like, what's the situation? Is the camera like kind of fades in on your walking down this path?
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably because Alyssa, would this probably be your hometown?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you guys got word from I don't know, some other village, right, that this was happening. That there's a thief that's been striking in the night, and it's like this mystery. Like no one knows how to solve this problem. The things are going missing everywhere in the village. And they have not been able to catch the thief, and they have like a reward out basically and it was like in the neighboring town. You saw this like poster that was like, there's question mark face, like there's a person with a question mark, and it was just like, if you can catch the mysterious thief, then we'll give you 3 copper pieces.
Two copper pieces.
Give you more than that, but I saw the opportunity and I had to take it. Right, they'll give you a small fortune where Earth Nation villages are concerned to root out the mysterious thief and bring them to justice. So you guys are on the way to solve that problem. So what do we see?
I'm just trying to think of the reason why.
Well, how do you pronounce your character's name?
Let me pull up Roll20. Give me a second. I am Musho.
Musho. Like
Yes.
Mushu, but Musho.
Yes.
It came from a random name generator. I had a hard time picking a name.
Wow. I think our motivation behind this is that we're out of money and we need money.
You really need money.
That works. That
We're
works.
just travelers, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So, I mean, food and whatnot, but
I was probably sent by my superior to pick up some supplies or something from the Earth Nation, and while I was doing that, I got a little too fun-loving and carefree, and didn't have enough money to get back.
Oh, right. So you've just been like wandering around for a while.
Yeah, and so then I ran into, what's your character's name, Alyssa?
Tara.
Tara. Oh yeah, duh. I run into Tara, and we just kind of start, hanging out.
Guess what element Tara bends? Guess.
Whatever. Okay.
Love you, Alyssa. It's fine.
But yeah, I probably imagine we probably met because I probably was like cooking up like some meat or something like that, like just like
Sure.
in the middle of like nowhere, and you like come across me and you're like, I'm so hungry. I'm like,
Please give me food. So which air temple did you come from, Seth? Musho?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't even think about that.
Because there are 4.
Which one was the one you could walk up to? Is that the Eastern Air Temple?
I don't really think any of them you can walk up to be honest.
I thought there was one.
So, I mean, the Western Air Temple is the one with the canyon, in the canyon, right, like carved into the cliff. Northern Air Temple is the one that they had to get to by, like going on the Zeppelins or whatever, the airships.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Air Temple, they got there with Appa, and Eastern Air Temple was where the Guru was. I don't know if there was like... I think I think the idea of Airbender temples, right, is that they are the only ones who can get to them.
I know.
Right?
I thought there was one that was different. Maybe I'm remembering wrong then. I'll say I was probably from the one that's upside down.
Okay, so the Western Air Temple.
Western Air Temple, yes.
Yeah. Cool. That's my favorite. Cool. So you're obviously a long way from home. You guys are probably like in Central Earth Kingdom right now. Wandering around, going from meal to meal, as it were, right? Like doing odd jobs.
Not really trying to save up money to get home because that would mean I'd have to go home.
Exactly, right? Oh, I love that like idea, right? Where you're technically still kind of like saving up money to like get home, but like you're not really trying to because you don't want to go home. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Yeah. This whole thing is like an excuse to just keep wandering around the Earth Nation. Then you can come back to the Air Temple and be like, guys, sorry, I ran out of money and I had to like scrounge to survive. It's the way of the world. Cool. Yeah. So what we zoom in on your characters walking down this Earth Nation road. What are you guys talking about? Like, what's going on? What do you guys look like?
I'm just the typical, bald, small child. Well, how old are we in this actually?
Child. I'm assuming like young adult, probably, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm just like this typical, bald teenager, whatever, kind of walk around, or not teenager, I guess a young adult. So I kind of walk around and I have the bag. I have the bag of money in her head. It's like, okay, we really got to find this job because we got like 2 copper pieces left.
And do you like hold them up like Angdon with like the
we got
2
2 copper pieces left.
That's perfect.
All right. I've done plenty of these jobs before. It's all the same story. You go, you do a good deed, they praise you, give you some money, and then you go. No big deal. Well,
Yeah, but this time we need to lay off on the fire flicks because theirs are pretty expensive here in the Earth Kingdom.
You're the one who bought them.
Yeah, I bought the first one. You bought the next 7.
Well, what can I say? Like, I don't save my money. Like, I just go from time to time to get the next job.
Well, I gotta get home
I'm not the one who
eventually.
saves the money.
I gotta get home eventually.
Trying to hide the fact.
You've been saying that for the last 6 months. Okay. Like.
Hey, I think it's probably a little long. Maybe 6 weeks.
No, I was under the impression that you guys were traveling together for quite a while.
I don't know. I have a feeling like if it was 6 months, I'd have very little excuse. 6 weeks sounds more reasonable in my mind.
All right.
A couple.
Because after a while, they'd come to try and find me.
I don't know. I don't know if they would. They'd just be like, well, I guess he died.
6 weeks. We'll just say 6 weeks.
All right.
Okay, well, fine. Okay, sorry. After 6 weeks, I just kind of give him a look, like.
I'm planning on going home. I think. I just kind of like.
I've had a lot of people come and go by my side, and you stuck around by far the longest.
Just shut up. Let's find this job already. I'm getting kind of hungry.
Me too.
So Musho, do you have the Airbender tats? Because remember that you get those when you master airbending.
Oh, when you get them when you master airbending?
That's
Well,
why
that's it.
Aang having them was so spectacular, because he mastered them when he was like mastered Airbender when he was just like 12.
I'd say, given we're kind of young adults, you said, I'd say I'd probably have them, because that's the reason I was like underneath the monks. I was probably like training up to
Sure.
be one of them, and I really didn't want to be.
Yeah, sounds good. Yep. So what does your character look like, Alyssa? What does Tara look like?
She's got very long brown hair because she doesn't keep her hair very well. Like she's just kind of a medium build. She's not like kid size, but she's also not like super tall.
Mm-hmm.
Very fit from all the working out that she does and
Yep.
traveling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've probably gotten a little pudgy over the last 6 weeks.
I mean, have you though? From the sound of it, like you're not necessarily like living in the lap of luxury here.
That's true. That's actually true. Never mind.
You were maybe a little pudgy before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys make your way down the road, and you come into sight of this, low wall of the earthbending Earth town, you see a sign as you get closer, it basically says the name of the village. It has like the Chinese characters, basically, and its name Hulong is the name of this village.
Long.
And you see the Chinese characters as you get closer, and
I hear rolling.
I just
that's
typed the name check so I would remember it. You usually just come inside of it. There's nothing happens like as you walk up to the gate. So there's like a guy in the classic Earthbender like soldier outfit, right? So you have the green and like yellow brown armor, and then the long wide brimmed hat. And he's kind of like sitting against the wall, like leaning against it, like hands behind his head, kind of like leaning back with like a piece of the grass in his mouth. He's kind of ignoring you. He seems to not hear you as you come up.
Excuse me.
He doesn't open his eyes.
Do we really need to bother him? I mean, do we need to really bother him to get in? I mean, it's just a town.
I mean, so the gate is closed.
Oh, the gate's closed.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should have mentioned that.
I like go up to him and I like push him like with just my finger up against his forehead. Just like
Tara,
right.
Stop
So he doesn't respond to you. Like he just goes, and like it's still just kind of like.
Okay. Hey, just stop. I have an idea. Let's sneak around the corner. I have an idea. So like, is the wall a big wall, or is it like a
no? It's
small,
pretty low wall.
No. I mean like side to side, like.
Yeah, it goes around the whole town.
Oh, okay. Is there anything nearby we could hide behind?
Not really. I mean, there's open ground leading, like.
I was gonna try and.
Town.
I was gonna try.
What's the thing, right? So do you say that out loud? Let's sneak around.
No, I was like, well, I thought there was a place to sneak around. If I don't see a place to sneak around, I probably wouldn't have said it.
Mm-hmm.
I try one more thing. I try levitating the earth underneath him.
Underneath him, yeah.
And then drop him.
Tara, what are you doing?
Right. So once that happens, like he just go, and like he like makes like a boulder like come up right in front of your face, right? And he's just like.
I stand unwavering. What's up?
Sorry, sir. Excuse my friend. We're trying to wake you, and she just happens to be a bit forceful.
Looks at character sheet. Forceful.
No, I had to do that. It was
no, it's perfect.
I could help myself.
Yeah. So he like slowly drops the boulder that he had just like lifted up, and he looks down at like the piece of earth like that you just lifted up below him. He's just like, why'd you have to do that? That was my favorite spot. I caught the sun at just the right angle.
Can't you fix it? Is that not how earthbending works?
You're
So,
right.
like-
You are totally right, bald man. And then he like, and then like puts it back.
As he says bald man, I'm like, it's no show.
I say, can you open up the gate, please?
I suppose I could do that. Who are you?
My name's Tara. What's it to you?
Tara.
So wait, did we establish that Terra doesn't mean
It's
Earth?
not-
Okay.
It's not,
In
does
this
not mean
setting,
Earth.
you're not your name actually isn't Earth.
No.
Right. So he just he squints his eyes and he's just like,
We saw the flyer in the next town about a lost They do have the flyer.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you
We
brought
that
it.
has about we saw a flyer in a neighboring town about a criminal that's been going around and show the flyer, and we were kind of coming here to check it out, see if we could find him.
Yeah, so before, right, he was like super suspicious and he was like squinting his eyes like, I don't know about these characters. As soon as you pull out the flyer, he's just like, oh, you're the thing. Yes. Oh, that's perfect. We have been on the lookout for people such as yourselves to find this thief. So I will right away. I'll open the gate for you. And he goes woof, like, and then the gate like slides open. And like,
See,
you're looking at the,
wasn't that easier?
yeah, you're looking at the gate. Like, this is actually like the wall is no bossing say wall, but like for a random Earth Nation village, it's kind of extensive. And okay, so one of you make a careful or clever roll for me.
Which one of us?
Curious if you notice something.
I am somewhat clever. Are you or careful or clever?
I am very not careful and only a little clever.
I'll roll for clever then. That wasn't very good.
Yeah,
Let
so
me try. I want to
Okay.
try rolling for careful. See
okay,
what
yeah,
happens.
sure.
Nope.
You rolled better
got
than I did.
needed, yeah. That was actually a really good roll. Good job. Yeah,
What's the
so
highest you can roll?
4 on like the dice. So the way it works is like it's a D minus blank or plus. So you either roll -1, 0, or +1, and then and you have rolling 4 dice, and it rolls them all together. So yeah, I think Tara, I think you noticed this. So maybe Musho, you see that something is a little off with the wall. You're just like, why? Like, something's weird here, but you can't really quite place it. And then Tara, like, oh, you obviously can see this because you're an earthbender, so you can see this stuff. You're like,
She's
okay.
also more well traveled than I am.
That's true. So you're like, okay, this is actually really recent. Someone, like, the earthbenders of this town must have just made this wall. So they're definitely, like, suspicious and worried about people. Like, I mean, it makes sense if there's, like, a mysterious thief that's, like, stealing stuff from their town and they don't know who it is. But yeah, this is a very recently erected wall, and it seems like they're adding more to it like every day. Because it turns out when you're an earthbender, it's actually relatively easy to like make walls.
Yeah, don't say.
Yeah,
Coming to think of it, I probably could have just opened up the door myself, but
it's true, but that would be rude.
Yeah, and doing what she did to the guard wasn't.
No, of course not.
what do you want?
So yeah, you guys, I'm assuming go in then.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's like bowing to you like politely as you like walk in. And I think as you guys like are walking in, so from the actually no, so you keep walking in. And I think like the flyer says to like go to the town elder basically and like talk to him about this. And like I don't think you. I think you can guess, like looking at the town proper, what building he might be in. It's like in the center of the village, and it's a tall.
Well,
building.
couldn't we have asked the guy?
You could do that too. Yeah.
I'll say as we're walking, where is the elder that we need to find for this endeavor?
Oh yes. Elder Hu Cheng. Yes, he is in the large building, center of the town. Can't miss it. The only 2-story building in the town. And green banner out front.
Awesome.
Has a platypus bear on the front. That's his insignia of his house.
I have to ask, is this a Who town?
I don't know what that means.
Because you said the city name was Hulong, and then the leader is Hu Chang.
Well, it's random name generation, so. But since
Well,
you
is
mentioned
it
that, I think every single person in this town is definitely going to be named Who something. Because why not? That sounds funny. They're all related to each other somehow.
Let's not go that direction.
Okay.
So you see a guy with 6 toes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah. So you make your way through the village then.
Yeah, I see. I got my goal in mind. I'm going straight to the building.
I'm looking around to the vendors, at all the vendors as we walk by, seeing all the different foods, thinking like, I wonder what I'm gonna get when we get this.
Yeah, right. You're just like, oh, fire flakes. I see them. Yeah. So as you guys are kind of like walking through the town, I mean, it's not an overly large town, but it's sizable enough. And you walk through like a bit of a marketplace. And you see a strange sight for being in the Earth Nation. I mean, except for besides the Airbender nomad that you're traveling with, you've gotten used to that. But you see a group of people in blue clothing, and people don't wear blue clothing unless they're from the Water Tribe. So
This world is color coded.
yeah, it's deeply rooted tradition, Seth. The colors.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. You see a group. So you see a couple of Water Tribe like matrons and patriarchs, basically like a couple of a smattering of old people in these like Water Tribe robes, and then you see like a large amount of like young women that are just like, I don't know what they're doing. So they're kind of like spread out among a few of the vendors, like looking for stuff, like buying some food, buying some supplies. It seems like one of the matriarchs is like haggling over something with a guy with like a beady eyes and like a mustache. He's trying to haggle with them about like the price of cabbages. Yeah.
Sorry, it had to be cabbages.
And you see some, the group of young women, and they're all relatively like beautiful young women. Like, it seems they're all like.
I would have noticed.
Yeah. They all have very nice clothing on. They seem to be, even though it seems like obvious that they've been on the road for a while. It seems like they've taken the time to like make sure that they all have looked nice. You see a smattering of them kind of like wandering around the small marketplace here, and like shopping for various things. And one in particular kind of catches your eye. Emily, would you like to describe your character?
Yes, I very clearly stand out compared to all the rest of the young women I'm with. I am a fair bit taller than a lot of them. I have long dark hair, but half of it is like kind of up in a bun, and the bottom half is like bleached, which is not like a normal thing. My robes have been very clearly like been DIY'd a little bit by me to add my own style. Like got some like cut like sleeves and neckline to make it a little more me. Got a little like dip dyeing at the bottom.
Right.
I just very.
So you see the obvious punk girl in the middle of the cheerleaders.
And everybody else is like interested in the market or like has wonder in their face, and I just have a complete scowl on at all times.
And yeah, I'm not assuming necessarily. I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm not assuming that either of you would like stop and like randomly chat with these people. But like, you definitely notice this.
I turned to Tara. And I'm like, what's up? Wait, look at that. What's up with all the waterbending girls?
Melissa froze.
I don't know.
There you go.
Never seen anything quite like that. Not so many of them. I don't know.
Well, aren't you supposed to be well traveled?
I mean, yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen quite. I mean, actually, like
Alyssa, you've like
Oh,
completely
no.
frozen.
You became a robot for a
It's
second.
not good.
Oh no! She is an earthbender. She's been taken over by the metal.
sorry, it's probably just my internet.
That's okay. Seems like you're back now,
A little.
more or less, or not.
I don't think this is what it is, but it looks an awful lot like slave trading to me.
Slave trading.
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily what's going on, but that's kind of what it looks like.
I was kind of like appalled by that. Like, oh,
Yeah, so we get the like exaggerated chibi version of all of these women, and like the matriarch and the patriarchs are like, you know, the older people are like suddenly gathering them all up and putting them in chains and like bringing them along on this like, you know, long line of like chained up prisoners, and then like it snaps back to reality, and like a couple of the girls are like laughing to each other and like buying, like looking at this like mirror.
I don't know. I mean, what it looks like to me.
let's ask them. Let's see if we can find out what it is.
I mean, do we really have to?
Well,
Look at this cash reward and get out of here.
well, maybe one of the waterbender ladies. Maybe the waterbenders could help us.
Why would we recruit them? They don't look like they're really ready for a fight.
And who knows if they're even waterbenders? Like they're water tribe people, but
I thought everyone was a bender.
no. That is definitely not the case.
Yeah,
it is an airbender culture. That's true.
I'm so used to that. So I'm like, why doesn't everybody bend?
That's true. I mean, you didn't just hear a voice from the sky that told you like these people may not be waterbenders.
And while this is going on, if there's enough hubbub in the market, I would want to try and sneak away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I mean, it sounds like a sneaky roll to me. You're trying to stealth your way away from these people. Okay. Cool. So go ahead and roll sneaky, and I'm gonna roll well. Actually, I'm not gonna roll because I don't have a character sheet for these people. Let's say difficulty 4. These people have very close eyes on all y'all women. There's one old man specifically who's like, it seems like the only thing he ever does is like make sure that you guys don't like run away.
Ugh, I hate him so much.
Yeah, the creepy bald guy who like
Creepio.
creepio.
Okay, let's see how sneaky I am.
Oh,
You are exactly 0 amount of sneaky.
0 sneaky.
So
How can you be with that hair?
So this is the thing. Let's see what kind of. Oh, you got a very bad roll. So
Yeah.
what you can do is you can spend one of your fate points here. So if you're looking on Roll20 here, if you hadn't noticed, I put 3 fate points on each of the symbols for the different elements. You can guess probably which fate points are your fate points. So if you want to, you could look at your aspects, Emily, and be like, hey, I'm good at this thing. I should get a reroll, and then spend a fate point on it.
Just a reroll, not a success?
Or no, so you can either do a reroll or you get a +2. In this case, she would not want to do a +2 because she got a very bad roll.
Reroll.
She would need a complete reroll.
But you'd have to roll perfectly, wouldn't she?
Nope, she got 3 negatives and 1 plus. And she has a +2 on it naturally. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see how that works now. Okay.
Yep.
Um,
You see any of those there that might help you?
would I be able to re-roll being an ice skater girl
So
to slip away?
so this is the thing, right? Like you would, I don't think that's sneaky. Like
I can be
suddenly
quick
creating
with
an
it.
ice ramp in the middle of the market is not going to be a sneaky maneuver.
It would be quick though.
It would be quick if you want to. I mean, this isn't normally how the rules work, but I'm okay with you like re-rolling it for quick if you want to. Yeah, change your task here, or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This bald guy, I really just don't like him.
So go ahead and here I'll delete one of your fate points.
Okay.
And yeah, go ahead and re-roll sneaky. See if you get anything.
Quick.
Or sorry,
Sure.
quick. Yeah, it has the same roll, but yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh!
Not
Oh, I'm
quite
just
good
rolling
enough.
poorly.
Yep. Okay, so this is the thing. The thing is, now that you've done quick, it's just gonna escalate. You've
Yeah.
escalated the consequence here.
Oh yeah.
So describe to me how you attempt to escape, and I will describe to you how you are stopped.
Well, so at first I think that there's enough stuff going on that I can just kind of sneak away, and I'm carefully watching Creepio's eyes, and they're just kind of like hawk-eyed on me. So
Yeah.
I realize I don't think that's gonna work, but he's kind of old, and there's
Yeah,
a
right,
lot
you
of
can't catch me.
here. So maybe if I just make a break for it, I could get away,
Mm-hmm.
especially if I do it on some ice, because there's a lot of people that would get in the way and might slip on the ice that would hinder him from being able to get to me.
Mm-hmm. So what do you waterbend nearby to create this ice?
Well,
Do you
I'm
just take out
guessing.
like the water from your pouch, or is like there a well or what?
Well, I'm thinking that since it's like a market, there might be people there who are like washing like fruit or something
Sure. Yeah.
to get ready to
Mhm.
sell. So I'm using that water.
Yeah. You see like a man and his wife like they have this big bucket of water, and they're just kind of like rinsing off these apples in it, and then just like putting it up on the stand. Yeah, and so you just like take all their water from the bucket
Not
and
all
just
of
like
it, just some of it.
slick the ground before you and start to like skate away. Sure.
Whoa!
So I think what happens, yeah, Musho, you're like, whoa, that's a cool girl.
We're like, that looks so much fun.
Yeah, exactly. I think what happens is,
And I kind of even like look back and I'm like,
sorry, what did you say? You kind of broke up again.
Got none of that.
We heard none of that, Alyssa.
huh? No, sorry, I didn't say anything. My husband's
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
friend something. Sorry.
That's okay. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good name here.
Gonna end up never getting grouped up with you guys. The entire game I'm just gonna spend trying to escape these people.
So you're basically arch nemesis in this group of young women. Her name is Alorna. You
What
hate
an
her.
awful
You
name.
hate her. You hate her so much. She you weren't paying attention to her because you never want to pay attention to her because she's always like making a big deal of herself, and like she's surrounded by her posse, and like you're not about that. But unfortunately, she saw what you were about to do. She figured it out and steps right in front of you and melts your ice way, basically, right? And you just like fall to the ground and into the dirt and like to the mud basically now. And get your robes all dirty. And
Can I at least like
and then
bring
her and her
down
posse
with
like laugh
me?
at you. What?
Can I at least get her dirty somewhat? Like if I splash in the mud, some it like splashes on her face, maybe?
I don't
No.
think so. No, because you failed. So yeah, I think
Darn.
you splashed in the mud, and her and her posse start laughing at you. And she says, "Stupid Anana can't even get away right. Why did you even come, Anana, if you didn't want to go get married to whoever up in the north? Like, isn't that every girl's dream to go marry some rich guy in the north?"
I think you clearly know that the answer is no. Do you really think I would be here if I was not forced?
Wow, I forgot how ugly you were. So I guess, yeah, you wouldn't have any that good of chances anyway. So it makes sense why you wouldn't want to come along.
Jade.
Shots fired.
Which I'm
Um,
used to. It's the same,
So wait,
literally like the same set of insults that she's been
You're
using
right.
for years. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just kind of like, okay, whatever, Alorna.
so,
Mhm.
so, so wait, Musho and I, right?
Yeah, you witnessed all of this.
right?
Yep.
And so we saw her like make the ice and then it get melted like right away,
Yeah.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of look. Can we hear their confrontation at all?
Oh yeah,
or-
for sure. Yeah.
I kind of like ponder it for a minute.
I'm like, see, I told you, waterbenders.
They can bend water.
I go up to Anana. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
And I earthbend the mud off of her.
Right. Yes, you take all the particles away. Okay. Go. Okay. So roll careful for me, Tara. See how well you do this.
Crushed. She's gonna get crushed.
Gonna get sucked into the ground or something.
We're careful. Oh my goodness. Can I see if I can do it quickly instead?
No, definitely not.
Oh, this is gonna go horribly.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Emily.
Yeah. So now roll quickly, and then Emily defend against her quick.
Okay, so what do I roll for that?
I mean, it depends on how you would defend against this. So an earthbender comes up to you, tries to like get you free of this mud, ends up like just slamming you in face down into the ground instead. How would you defend against that? How would you attempt to defend against that?
Since there's already like a lot of, let's see.
Some classic Avatar humor right here.
Depending on how much mud there is, you can possibly bend a little bit of it.
I know, but what's if I'm getting forced into the ground? Would I like getting into a pool of water is not going to be that much better?
So
you could bend the mud.
I know, but like I'm still going to be slammed into the ground. I'm just trying to think if there's any better option.
Right, you could do careful, right? Like you could roll careful to like try to like
maybe I
minimize
could
the
like
damage.
roll out of to like roll out of the way instead of being.
You have to beat a 1
into the mud.
So beat a 1.
Okay. 2.
No problem. Yep.
Barely.
So you definitely get slammed into the ground, but it's only like a bruise, right? Like it doesn't actually like hurt you that much, but it's definitely like a very uncomfortable sensation of being slammed into the ground by an earthbender.
I'm gonna run up saying like,
I just kind of like
Jared,
I'm
what are
laying
you
on the
doing?
ground and I'm like, what did I ever do to you?
and I just go, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was trying to get the mud off you, and
I'm gonna say run up to her. I'm gonna say run up to her like, I'm so sorry for my friend. Please excuse me. Just lift her up the ground with my hands. Like, see, hands work too.
I was trying to clean her. Gosh, I was trying to do something nice.
Well, at least it was the thought that it's the thought that counts, I guess. But I just heard like, I'm so sorry.
So am I still muddy?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Yeah, and Alorna and her friends are just laughing their heads off at this whole thing. And I think Alorna turns to you, Tara, and she's like, "Wow, I thought Anana was dumb, but it makes sense that an Earthbender would be able to beat her out."
I'm just gonna sit there and go, oh no. I'm just gonna back up.
To trip her, to like sneakily like trip her.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that sounds like you're all sneaky to me. Yeah.
Just move the earth enough to where it's like she's not sure if it was me or not.
You just like nudge your head and then. Yeah, go ahead and roll sneaky.
2.
Okay, so I think she gets off balance, but she doesn't fall down. So she's like, well, she's like, hey,
what?
Didn't you? And then she just like water bends a little bit and splashes a little bit more water in your face, Nana, and then just like walks away like poutily with her posse.
Just send him a bit rude.
Well, you have lovely friends.
If you think that's what friends are, then I would reevaluate your life.
You guys are getting off on such good foot here.
Apparently, you don't listen to sarcasm very well. Maybe you aren't as bright as maybe you're not as bright as like she says.
Hey! Let's not cause a fight, okay? You said you were trying to be nice, so let's be nice. I'm gonna push up my head like, I'm Musho.
I'm confused.
That's a weird name.
No, Musho.
The Chinese character for confused comes up on the screen.
She's confused why an air nomad is talking to her. That's what she's confused about.
I don't understand anything that's just happened.
Well, I was trying to be nice, and then is what happens when I try to be nice.
We're some friends. We're travelers, and we're going around into this town because we heard that there was some thief who was stealing. What was they stealing again, Caleb?
Anything and everything. Those are the Chinese characters for confused, by the way.
We heard there was a notorious thief going around, and we were trying to capture him because there's some money involved. And
before you capture him, can you just tell him to rob all the people who are watching me? First.
Yeah, so you see the elders start to like gather up the young women and like say, "All right, we're going to keep moving now, young ladies. We have still much distance to travel before we reach the Northern Water Tribe."
Why are you guys going to the Northern Water Tribe? Oh, actually, no, I would have known that. Never mind, because I heard them saying that. I'm gonna look around. I'm like, we could steal you away. Your waterbender looks pretty good.
You can come with us, little girl. We'll protect you.
As much as I want to say no, honestly, anyone at this point would be better.
And so there's an opportunity here to, well, no, so because you guys are kind of like just out in the open, right? So one of the elders, like Creepio, obviously is still looking over at you, and he says, "Anana, we have to get going now."
Creepio.
That's actually a creepy.
It's not his name, but like that's what she calls him.
Do you see how I'm currently dressed? Look at the state of my clothes. I don't think
his real name is Noah Talk.
Noah Talk. Okay. Do you really think that I can keep moving on like this?
So what are you saying? You need to get cleaned up? One of the matriarchs can help you with that.
I just need to get cleaned up quickly. I think there's a bathhouse over there.
All right. Well, that sounds like you're trying to deceive him sneakily. So, roll that, I guess.
Sneaky?
Yeah, difficulty 3.
Oh no.
Come on.
I'm rolling so poorly.
So
Yes,
you can try to spend another fate point to reroll if you wanted to. Yeah.
Can you get fate points back?
Yes. So when I compel you, when bad things happen to you because I offer you a compel based on an aspect, that's when you get fate points back.
No, I'm not going to use another fate point.
Okay. Yep.
So I interject and I go,
Sure.
I think what she means is, good sir, whoever you are.
My name is Noah Talk. I am an elder of this troop, and we are on our way to the Northern Water Tribe to present these fine young ladies to the princes of the Northern Tribe.
I got that when we were talking earlier. Anyways, I think what Anana means here is that she's been standing out in the sun very long day, as I'm sure, I mean, so have you. You know, you all want a break. And I would love to get to know Anana a little bit more. Would you be willing to spare her 1 hour? Just to, you know, we're very new to this town, and I would love to see it, and she's been in it just a little bit longer than us.
So that doesn't sound like much of an argument, but I will allow you to make the roll difficulty 5. That's
Or what?
Let's see. Yeah, what would you be doing here? I don't know what is this? What are you rolling here?
Is it? I would say sneaky, but that's like
I don't know. She's not really trying to be sneaky per se.
I think I'm trying to be clever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think you're being clever.
But my clever is so low.
So
Which
you
makes
have to get a
sense.
perfect roll to succeed. It's difficulty 5. Nope.
oh, this is awful.
I'm never going to join up with you guys.
So I think what happens, right, is he looks at you and he says, "I'm sorry. We are going to have to take her with us. She has a habit of wandering off, and we can't have that now, do we?" And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you a compel, Tara, because you are brutally honest. I think you should tell this guy exactly what he can do with his whatever, right? Like, and what he can do with his words and this whole situation, and just tell him to get out of here. Like, and if you do, I'll give you a fate point. Basically, I want you to tell him off. Yeah. Whether or not that will help you, who knows?
Do I notice that she's getting a little iffy?
Oh no. Okay, before he can even do anything, I start telling this guy off, and I'm like,
there you go.
You think that you can just like essentially sell these girls and then just tell them what to do? Like, I don't think so, man. This girl can come with us if she
girl
wants
power,
to.
and you like put your arm around her.
She's her own woman. She's an independent woman.
I'm gonna start backing up because I know what's about to come.
So,
and I want some solid ground to stand on.
He seems really surprised. Like, he's just like, what's happening right now?
Whatever she wants to do, she can do. You can't tell her what to do because clearly she doesn't want to be here, as said by earlier. And your little mean girls are not gonna, do anything to stop.
I don't understand that reference.
The little posse or whatever, they're not gonna stop us.
You've been personally victimized by Alorna. Everyone raises their hand, including him.
Perfect.
And then,
yeah. So I mean, he just like is staring at you, like, what is this happening right now? Like, who? And I think he just like shakes his head. He's just like, who are you again?
Doesn't matter.
So yeah, he says, I am sorry, young lady, but I have an obligation. Her parents were the ones who placed her in my care, in all of our cares, and I will not dishonor them by not doing my duty.
You dishonor your tribe by forcing this woman to do what you want her to do.
Okay, so I'll let you make a roll here. So what do you exactly want him to do? Like, specifically in this situation? Like, obviously you want him to, like, leave her alone, but, like...
Yeah, so I'm basically saying, like, she's clearly giving you trouble. Like, you might as well just let her go, and we'll take care of her.
Right, okay. All right, so you're basically trying to say, like, she's been causing you too much trouble anyway, and so... it'd be easier for you if you just let her go now. We'll take care of her. You can like make up some sort of story about, oh, she ran off, right? And it's not your responsibility. Okay. So the thing is, before you mentioned that part, I was thinking forceful, but
now it's clever.
Now it's more clever. I'm thinking, either clever or sneaky. What you can use sneaky because you're better at it.
I'll use sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have told you the difficulty. I think difficulty 3 here. So if you want to spend a fate point on something, you can increase that. You mean if you have 4 now? So, what aspect do you think would help you in this situation?
I don't know. So wait, you can use a fate point to re-roll or do
re-roll
what?
or give you a +2. And so in this situation, all you need is a +2, so you can just do that, right?
Well, I mean, I just got an extra one. Dang it. Okay. Fine.
Or you could just fail, and that's fine too. Or Seth's character could help you and give you a +1.
How do I do that?
All you have to do is just fictionally tell me what you're doing, and you automatically give her a +1.
I'm just gonna look with a very scared face and go.
Just not like, please don't
please don't incur her wrath.
Right.
No, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, right. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, because that's helping the cause.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So that gives you enough for a +3 for 3, and so he seems to like evaluate the whole situation. He kind of sniffs. Well, I wish you luck, Anana, living as a hermit in the Earth Kingdom, and then he just like turns on his heel and walks away. And in one swift stroke, you have been orphaned.
Bye, Felicia.
Still don't get that reference.
Don't worry about it. I just turned to Anana and I just go, "You're welcome."
Thank you. I don't really know who you are. I don't know why you know my name. And I don't really know why you just did what you did.
Trying to be a nice person.
So,
She has a
Okay,
weird way of
well,
showing it.
I guess I'll see you guys around, and I just kind of start walking away.
No, join us.
Join us.
Going,
So what? You're just gonna go off in the middle of nowhere with no money?
I mean, I have some money.
You do?
So
I'm
so
hungry.
so Anana, you look down at your purse, and your purse is gone.
I guess I don't.
Yeah, you don't have any money anymore.
Aww. I wanted some fire.
So you're just gonna go nowhere with no money?
Seems like it's worked for you, so.
Well, no, I had to go get jobs in random towns. So that's what we're doing now.
Believe me, she's good at that, and it's surprisingly helpful. I've been stuck with her for 6 weeks, and I'm not dead.
Stuck with me, please. You haven't wanted to go home in 6 weeks.
This is going
That
so well.
sounds, wow, like a
That sounds like a great
Stellar.
opportunity. Like,
stellar review of friendship.
Okay, I shouldn't have used stuck.
I've
I'm
been
not
with her
dead.
for 6 weeks, and I'm not dead yet.
That was
Wow.
worded very poorly.
Yeah.
Alan.
And I'm the one having a hard time convincing you to come with us? Yeah, okay.
I mean, I think
You're
I'll
not
probably
really
just make my way to the coast and like do some fishing jobs or something. It's kind of what I've grown up with. It's pretty easy.
Well, first, do you want to help us with this job? It's catching a thief. It pays well.
Sounds
That could
kind of.
3 copper pieces.
Oh wow!
No, it's more than that. So, I mean, if you
That's
say off the price, right, like the actual like reward for it, it's actually a sizable amount of money, Nana.
That could at least get you on your feet to the coast. Because we're in the dead middle of the earth.
I mean, do we?
Yeah, there is no coast for a while here.
The coast will take you a couple weeks to get to on your own. Especially if you have no clue where you are.
Well, I mean, is it gonna be like dangerous?
Hope not.
You guys
I'm
are just
hungry.
selling this so well.
I don't think
I-
so.
I'm not the forceful one.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. We've got me, earthbender, an airbender, and a waterbender. I don't know how much more dangerous it could get. You would just need
Oh, are we?
we're the avatar practically.
Um. I guess for now, I'll go along with whatever you're doing. Do you even know what you're doing?
Well, we're supposed to be heading to that big building right there. Apparently, that's where the
Town elder.
Town elder, Hu Chang lives.
So no, you don't know what you're doing.
Not yet. I mean, we gotta talk to the guy first.
Really.
You can show her the
Okay.
flyer, right?
I'll show her the flyer. Yeah.
Yeah, so right, it just says like there is a mysterious thief in the the village of Hulong, and if you can catch this mysterious thief in the act and bring them to justice, then we will award you like 300 gold pieces or whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm in.
Cool.
And
As,
so
as we walk on, I turn around. I'm like, "You just set her free. Think she'd be more grateful."
You're the one who wanted to set her free. You're welcome.
I didn't say it was bad that we did it.
Just saying.
It was my idea.
Yeah, I'm the one who did it though.
Yes.
So,
that
I
was
mean,
good.
Nana's right there as you guys are having this
I'm
conversation.
like we're whispering to each other, trying to be quiet. trying
Nana,
to
you
see-
can definitely hear them whispering to each other.
I mean, I don't really mind. It's fine. It's not like I'm the biggest fans of them either.
Oh, wonderful.
So
So
this is.
yeah, you guys are making your way to the big building. Yeah, you get up to the little staircase that goes up to this it's kind of like office building, mirror house, whatever. And yeah, you start walking up the stairs. There's the same like soldier guys on either side, and they let you walk up, and I think they open the door for you. Or no, so there's guards right at the top of like the big double doors at the entrance to the building, and one of them says, and it looks like he's almost an exact replica of the guy from the gate. He has the same like twig in his mouth, and he's just like, but he has like a fake mustache on now instead. And
Oh, I thought you meant he was sleeping the same way too.
No,
I was
no,
about
no.
to say no.
No, it almost looks like exactly the same guy, but he has like a mustache and it's very obviously fake. And he says, he says, now what business do you have with the mayor or the town elder or whatever?
Didn't we tell you earlier? Out front?
Me? I haven't met you guys before in my life.
I was like, I turned to Tara. I was like, is that not the same guy?
Totally is.
Well, I'll show him the flyer. It's like, well, we're
You have
here
a little something on your face.
This is my greatest friend.
I'll pull out the flyer. We're here about the thief. We wanted to hear more information.
Yes. Of course. My name is Hu Ning. Welcome to Hulong. Yes. We have been looking for people to help us with this thief problem for quite a while now, and I'm very, very glad to know that there are people on the job. I will definitely let you guys in here, and I'm sure the town elder will be out to speak with you shortly. And he like opens the door. Yeah,
I'll bow and like, thank you, sir.
Yeah, and he bows back. Yeah, you guys get led into a waiting room, and kind of like sitting around in this like tea room basically. And then basically like literally the same guy comes out, except now he's in a completely different outfit. And he has a beard now. And he says, "My name is Hu Bai. I am the town elder of Hulong. It is very wonderful of you to grace our town."
Wasn't it Hu Cheng?
Hu Chang.
Hu Cheng is my brother. We are both the town elders.
Oh my gosh. I would be like, at this point, like, okay, I guess that makes sense if they're brothers.
That's the one who the guard gave us the name of.
It was Hu Cheng.
Yeah, so I'm asking, can I speak? I'm like, guard told us to talk to Hu Chang. Can we talk to him instead?
Of course you can. And he walks out, and then literally 3 seconds later comes back without the beard. And he like took off his hat too. And he's like, my name is Hu Cheng. I am the other town elder of this wonderful village of Hulong. How can I be of assistance?
I'll just grab the flyer show. Like, we're here about the flyer.
Yes. I have had that flyer circulating through all of the villages nearby for 3 weeks now, and that is 27 days. Now, I need you 3 to solve this problem. There has been a thief running rampant through our town, stealing anything in sight. People's spare change has gone missing. Sweet buns have gone missing from windowsills. Even weapons from our guards. There was even a baby stolen once.
A baby?
A whole baby.
Was it a dingo?
No. It was a dingo chicken. I was trying to randomly think of another animal. A dingo chicken. A dingo chicken stole our baby. No, he actually doesn't know what it was or who it was. Yeah, he's just like shaking his head. He's like, we don't know who or what it is, but someone or something is stealing from our fair citizens, and we need this person or spirit or animal brought to justice.
Do most of the citizens also look like you?
I mean, you just walk through the town, do they?
Did they?
No.
Okay.
Just wondering. Is there?
Yeah,
like
I think you would have noticed earlier. Like literally everyone in the town looked like the same person.
Okay.
Is Hu Bai also here?
Oh yes, want me to go and get him for you?
Yeah, I want to see both of you guys at the same time so we can have a
So he's
quick
already
chat.
like walking out of the room, like right when you said that. He doesn't hear the last part of what you said, and then walks back out with the beard and the hat, and it's who Bai.
Hu Bai. Oh, I was just saying to Hu Chang that I wanted to see if we could all have a group discussion of how this could go down.
Of course. Yeah, and he goes back, comes
So
back,
all of us
comes
together.
back as Hu Chang, and then like walks over to you guys, sits on his desk, and then brings up a sock puppet of of himself. He's like, "Who by? What do you think about our employees here?"
This is the
Well, I think that they are brave people, and they are just what our town needs.
Do you have any clues or things that could point us in the right direction?
Do I? And then he like goes down under the desk, comes back up in like a Sherlock cap and like with a magnifying glass, or like the Asian equivalent of it, basically. Yeah, he starts like snooping on the ground with this like magnifying glass. It's probably like a monocle actually, and like a little like mechanical monocle that like can zoom in. And so he's like zooming in this thing, like looking at the ground. He's like, there have been multiple clues given as to the the perpetrator of these heinous crimes. I can take you to some of the scenes of the crime if you would like.
That would be great.
Awesome. Hubai, lead the way. Of course. And then they like.
Are all Earth villages like this?
No.
I'm asking.
Yeah, and I'm telling them no. Like this is definitely not
Yeah.
your experience with Earth village tribes or Earth villages.
No. I'm like, what? This is, I think, I find the weirdest town I've ever entered into.
And I
That
think
like makes me miss my old village.
yeah. I thought my people were backwater hicks.
I'm already starting to slightly regret my decision.
Yeah, this is a. We can't hear you, Alyssa.
Sorry, what'd you say, Alyssa?
Oh,
she
Elizabeth's
just died.
gone.
So,
Oh, wow.
let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Avatar right after this.